Welcome back to Manosphere Daily, where we break down the wildest trends in the modern dating world. Today, we're talking about something that's got social media in a frenzy: modern women losing their minds because they have nothing to offer men. For years, they told men to level up, bring more to the table, and prove their worth. But now, when men ask the same in return, the meltdown begins. The entitlement is off the charts, and we're here to break it all down. Before we get started, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And don't forget, share this video with your friends so we can keep the conversation going.
Men or women, who has a harder life?
Woman.
Women have a harder life?
Yeah.
Woman, yep.
Woman.
Why?
Because we have to deal with inequality for a long time and currently do so as well.
What do men have that women don't?
Basic human rights.
Which right do?
For instance,
Payments.
and you guys have free, I'm not gonna say what it is, but we don't have like the same access, for instance, to birth control. Like our
Men have access to birth control?
No, Viagra. For instance, your medical plan covers that, and my medical plan doesn't cover birth control.
What do you bring to the table?
Everything. I got 2 kids, you know what I mean? So everything. If you're willing to provide for my kids, then everything.
Everything like what?
My kids, my life, my mental health, everything, like everything. Everything you want to know about me, I'll bring to the table for sure.
What do you bring to the table?
I'm not going to answer this question. This is just something that I wouldn't answer in a date. I'm not going to answer here.
Fine.
I'm not going to answer how many books I've read.
They wouldn't answer these questions because they have no answer.
Okay,
It's that power dynamic.
What do you expect men to bring to the table?
Integrity, clarity, consistency, strong connection to divinity, not necessarily religion, but some kind of purpose-based lifestyle.
All these things are what they're missing, so it's natural they want them.
What is the female equivalent of that?
The same.
Then why wouldn't you just say that at the table when he asks you?
Modern women are out here acting like men are the problem, but the real issue is the mirror they refuse to look into. For years, they told guys to be providers, be protectors, bring value, and now that men are asking, okay, what do you bring, they're having a full-blown crisis. Suddenly, vibes, attitude, and a long list of demands aren't enough. They spent so much time saying, I am the table, only to realize men aren't looking for furniture, they're looking for partners.
Not ever, under any circumstances, ever, and I cannot stress this enough, clean up a man's place of living. Don't do it. Don't do it if he asks. Don't do it if you feel compelled to do so.
Sadly, many women listen to these videos, and they take it to heart.
Because you think you're being helpful. Because you just think like, oh, this place is absolutely disgusting. Someone should clean it. Don't do it.
Do you listen to what our young women, what comes out of their mouths these days? When they ask somebody, what do you bring to the table? Say, look at me now.
I am the table.
What do you bring to the table? Our women don't say, I have brains, I can do this, I can help you take your business to the next level. They think this is the table. I have breasts, I have nyash.
I saw a video the other day. A girl's like, men are afraid to come up to us. They're not afraid to come up to you. I mean, maybe some feel a little insecure, but by and large, they're just like, I don't need this aggravation today. I don't need some diva aggravation today, because more often than not, what do? Nasty, like a little attitude, puckered lips. You know the puckered lip. They're tired. They're tired. They're tired of getting made fun of. They're tired of being, abused. They're tired of getting, oh, I'm a meme now. Because why? Because I looked your way for 2 seconds in the gym?
Not making any money, and I'm making money myself. I don't think we're compatible.
If she's broke, my thing is you can take care of her to get to where she needs to get. So in order for you to get the woman that you want, you have to give her something and instill something in her to get to where she needs to go.
But same thing that y'all will have y'all standards, right? With a man with money, a man can have the same thing otherwise. Like,
so the end question is, so you care how much a woman has?
Yeah.
Now they're scrambling, panicking, and making TikToks about how men just don't appreciate strong women. No, men just don't want to be in relationships where they're treated like unpaid employees in a one-sided deal. Instead of self-reflecting, they double down, shame men, and throw tantrums. But the truth is, men have options now, and they're finally choosing peace over unnecessary drama. The only ones truly losing here are the ones still yelling, "Where have all the good men gone?" The answer? Anywhere but here.
We do need men, though. We do.
We don't need them.
We do.
No, because they're lesbians.
Who do you call to get your car fixed? A man or a woman? Your toilet breaks down. Who do you call?
So I fix my own car. I can do. I'm motor mechanics.
Your power supply. Who runs it? Who runs the infrastructure of society? Men or women?
Oh, at the moment, men. Obviously, because of patriarchy. Because of patriarchy.
Oh no.
But
just a shame how a lot of these young girls growing up now, they just want dudes for the money. One dude for the money. One dude for the money.
Chasing money never ends well.
But what makes you deserve this money? You gold digger. Do you have a bag? A legitimate bag?
Men work really hard to make their wealth. So if they're putting something on the table, they expect as much.
You know, or, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that. Like, come on, y'all gotta do better. It makes no sense how y'all out here playing tricks and games on men to get in their pockets, and y'all really don't have nothing to show for the hard work you put in your life, if you ever put in any hard work.
Women nowadays are so high maintenance. What do you bring to the table? Oh boy, I have a lot to say on this. Let's go. First of all, women bring emotional support. We're there to provide comfort and a safe space to come home to. We bring compassion, care, and healing. We bring beauty and femininity. Cause don't lie, bro, you also take pride when your girl is a 10. Your ego gets boosted too when all your friends think your girlfriend is hot. Don't lie, bro. We're also there to give you a second opinion, to stop you from doing stupid shit. Cause we have your best interest at heart. And we want to support your goals, your plan, your vision. And on top of that, we bring intimacy, closeness, empathy, understanding, guidance to the freaking table. Cause I've seen y'all men comfort each other, and it is the lamest thing ever. Oh bro, I had a bad day at work. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Take it easy, yeah? Here, have a can of beer. Oh, now would you prefer that? Or, oh baby, do you want to talk about it? Tell me, what else can I do to make you feel better? If you'd rather be comforted by your bros and a can of beer, then go marry each other. Or better yet, go marry the fucking table. And mind you, women nowadays can afford to pay our own rent and bills. We can buy our own meals and can still afford to go on shopping sprees to pamper ourselves with cute clothes, makeup products, and beauty treatment. So if we can already do that for ourselves, I guess the question is, what do you bring to the table? Period. Okay, I love you always. Bye.
Can you identify as a black person?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not black.
I'm not a woman, but I can identify as a woman according to you.
If you transition, maybe.
What defines a transition?
If that's your goal, you know?
If you believe it.
Sure.
If you believe you're black, why aren't you black?
Well, that's just not, that's like genetics. That's like ancestry.
You're also born a man or a woman. It's the same thing. That's also genetics.
Okay, I'm over it.
Modern women are out here losing their minds because, for the first time, men are holding up a mirror and asking, "What do you bring to the table?" And instead of answering, they're flipping the table over in frustration. For years, they told men to be high earners, be emotionally available, be 6 feet tall, and have six-pack abs. But now that men are saying, "Cool, what do you offer in return?" the meltdown has begun. They spent a decade saying, "I am the table," but now they're realizing they forgot to put anything on it. Turns out, Instagram selfies, a bad attitude, and a Starbucks addiction aren't exactly the foundation of a strong relationship.
I don't want people being stuck single. Women are the most depressed demographic in America right now is 45 and over single women. So I don't want a bunch of women to end up 45 plus single and fucking wondering why. Why am I 45 plus single? You know, I've been happy this whole time. I've been going on these vacations and having sex with all these guys. Why the fuck did I lose? I did everything right. I did what feminism and what all my girlfriends told me to do, and I'm sad now. So I like to do this show because I want to show y'all there is a whole other side of things. Feminism does lie to you. Your homegirls are lying to you to try to keep you single because misery loves company. Like I just want y'all to know the truth and what men really want.
What are you bringing to this so-called table?
Me, for myself, I work a 9 to 5. I'm a single mother. I take care of my kid. I pay my own bills.
But that's everything that you do for yourself. What are you bringing to the table as far as a relationship?
You're an adult. Everything you listed is you just being a human adult. So I expect you to be independent. Just like I'm independent, Ace is independent, Jew is independent. We do everything for ourselves. Like a lot of women's personality trait is that I'm strong, independent, and don't need no man. Of course, that's not showing me anything that you could offer a long-term successful relationship.
So if I rephrase the triggering statement of what are you bringing to the table in a more acceptable way, it would sound like this. So as a woman, what attributes do you possess that would improve our relationship and improve my life? What are you bringing to the table? And because a lot of women have been conditioned to believe that their worth and value is directly predicated on how much money she makes, how much she owns, what kind of degree she has, when you ask them this question, those are the type of responses that you get. And that's not what you bring to the table as a woman. It has taken me years to understand my value and the significance of my energy and aura as a woman. So now if someone was to ever ask me that question, here is how I would answer. Yeah, I own a business and I own a home, but those are not my greatest assets. My greatest assets is that I understand sacrifice, hard work. I understand commitment. I understand financial literacy and the importance of building a legacy and starting generational wealth. My mindset is what got me the things that I have. That's an asset. The world is hard enough, so I have really worked hard to be a positive energy in the world. That is what I bring to a relationship. When you are out fighting the world, I want you to enjoy coming home. I want to be your peace and your comfort. I want to be the person that speaks life into you. The world is tearing you down, but I'm here to build you back up. Two heads are better than one. Teamwork makes the dream work. Those are things that I live by every day. So I understand that I need to be in a relationship for me to create the lifestyle that I want for my family. So understanding that we are better together than apart, that's what I bring to a relationship. Yeah, I cook and clean and I know how to make a house a home, but I do it out of love. So I'm able to feed my family love from the inside out when they eat my food. When you come home and you sense the energy that house has been taken care of with love, that's what I bring to the table. I want to be welcoming to you. That's what I bring to the table. You ain't gonna get that everywhere.
And the best part? They'll claim men just can't handle a strong woman, when the reality is, men can handle strength just fine. They just don't want to be in a relationship where they're constantly in a power struggle. And now, when men walk away, these same women are panicking. They're making TikToks about, where have all the good men gone, as if men just disappeared into the Bermuda Triangle. No, they didn't disappear. They just stopped playing a rigged game.
All right, y'all. Here's the question. Why do men tend to marry more average-looking women than 8, 9s, and 10s? Well, y'all, your girl got an answer for you. I did some research, so let's get into it. So the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology did a study. Men were asked to indicate what they preferred in a mate: physical attractiveness, earning potential, or personality traits. And as we know, chose physical attractiveness. The study paired them with their ideal type and allowed them to have a conversation. Unfortunately, after that conversation, most men lost interest. Psychotherapists from the study said this: men long-term looking for qualities that make them feel comfortable and empowered, and the ability to trust their partner. There was more insecurity expressed when dealing with more beautiful women, the fear of losing them to other suitors. Men tend to select someone who seems like a more reasonable option and doesn't stretch them out of their comfort zone. It's an evolutionary thing. Men ended up liking the women they liked more as people than the women that were most attractive.
Do you see these guys that ask what a woman brings to the table?
Do I see them? Oh, hell yes, because I'm one of the ones that asks all the time, and yet I never get an answer. Maybe this time I will. Let's see what she has to say, shall we?
And they ask it seriously. I'm convinced that men that ask that question is because they never met a woman yet that they super wanted.
What? Super wanted as opposed to wanted? I guess there's a difference. I don't know what it is, but this ought to be good.
That or they're gay, and I can't be convinced otherwise.
Oh, dear Lord. They're gay? If a man asks a woman what she's going to offer him in a relationship, he's gay?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh, my. Let's continue.
You're a man and you're super into a woman. What does the woman bring for you to the table? The fact that she's exclusively yours and you wanted her bad enough. The fact that your desire of wanting her has been fulfilled by having her and having her exclusively.
Or to put it another way, nothing. I mean, literally nothing. Other than he gets graced with her presence, which I guess she thinks is of some sort of value to a man. And I think I can safely say on behalf of most, if not all men, your presence isn't going to matter that much to us, unless you're bringing something of real value to us.
That's what she brings to the table.
So as I said, a big nothing burger. Ladies, if you're watching this, I hope you take heed of what I'm about to say, because it'll save you a lot of lonely nights and a lot of wondering about where are all the guys and why aren't they asking me out. And I'm not trying to insult or demean anyone, but this mindset is why guys are walking away in droves. This sense of entitlement, this sense of self-worth that today's women have, that they think simply gracing us with their presence is all they need to do. Yet they've got a whole list of things that we need to fulfill for them. Here's a hint for you, ladies. Everything she said she can provide, we can get from a dog. And we can get it without the drama, without having to spend a ton of money, without having to worry if we've done enough housework to make her happy, or whatever else it is on her list. No, that dog will give their love to us unconditionally, every day, every night, 24/7. Something I guarantee you that we're not going to get from a woman who thinks this way. I've said it before, I'll say it again, but I know you're not going to listen. Your presence is meaningless to us unless you're giving us the things that we are looking for in a relationship. And I and many others have told you what those things are. Respect, acknowledgement, and peace. Those are the three big things. Yet you will not give them to us. You won't even consider it. All you're going to offer is your presence. Hate to break it to you, ladies, but we're going to have to take a hard pass.
Why would a man work his entire life to be successful just to end up in a relationship where he's walking on eggshells and getting nothing in return but attitude and entitlement? Instead of adapting, they double down. Instead of self-reflection, they blame men. Instead of improving, they make social media rants about how men today are weak. But the truth is, men aren't weak, they're just choosing peace, respect, and real partnership over unnecessary drama.
Okay, I'm getting ready to go on a date, but I learned some information today that feels illegal to know. I was talking to one of my guy friends about love bombing, and he goes, well, yeah, that sounds like the penny method. I was like, the penny method? There are methods? So he starts explaining it to me, and he goes, okay, imagine a girl is a piggy bank, which, interesting analogy, but hear me out. In order to get her interested, obviously at first you have to be feeding her $100 bills. But putting in $100 bills is a lot of work, and you don't always want to be doing that. So eventually you reduce it to 90. Now she's going to feel the decrease in effort, but it's only 10%. So if she tries to bring it up, she's going to sound crazy at this point. Now here's where it gets sick. The next thing you do is you bump it back up to 95. Now, instead of feeling like she lost 5, which is how she would feel if you went directly from 100 to 95, suddenly she feels like she's gained 5. But you are still putting in 5% less effort. Basically, you just keep repeating this cycle and weaning her off your effort until you get to the point where you're giving her pennies and suddenly she's excited to receive a nickel. The idea that men might actually think like this makes me so afraid. Like, is this boy math? Because I don't like it. Anyways, be safe out there, ladies. I think the takeaway message in all of this is that we should never be accepting anything less than $100 bills.
And if that's a problem for modern women, then maybe, just maybe, they should ask themselves why men are leaving them behind instead of trying to shame them into coming back. And that's a wrap on today's topic. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more real talk, hit that like button, subscribe to Manosphere Daily, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Also, let's get this conversation out there. Share this video with your friends and on social media. The more people wake up to these realities, the better. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.